Okay, so this is another live stream with me on this channel. I have said before that I might do more live streams in the future, and I decided to do that now every Tuesday and every Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, sorry. So we are looking right now at the Giga Berlin picture, and we will discuss what you like to discuss today. So it is just a question of time. Once you tell me what you want to ask me, you can ask me anything as you like. I will try to provide the best information from Giga Berlin, as I'm living here in Germany. So this is what you're seeing. This is what we have as a production on the weekend. This is how it looks like right now on the floor in Giga Berlin. Furthermore, I have other data, other information prepared for you. I'm glad a few people are already here. If you do like, you can just ask me questions, and I will look into what I can do for you, especially if you are maybe from a European country and you're waiting for a car from Giga Berlin. So there is a lot of discussion about why the delays are happening, especially for the deliveries of the Model Y long range and other models from the German plant. And there are kind of some arguments it could be because of the big rental companies, and I can pretty much deny that. This is not the case. It's not because Hertz or Sixt or others are getting their cars. This is not the case. We are looking. I'm looking into it. I try to find more information from people working inside. Antonio, greetings to you. Glad to have you here. So definitely Model Y standard range is coming from Berlin. No, this is not the case yet. So the first Model Y standard range, if you order one, will come from China. And I can go into details about that in a moment, because the first Model Y standard range will be from China, and then later next year the Model Y standard range will come from Germany. Right now they really have to solve the issue of having not being capable of doing all the colors, not being capable of doing the wide seats. These are all kinds of stuff they still have to solve before they move forward to do a production for the standard range. So that is very important to understand. We're going to look into the Tesla tracker right now. You can find that actually on GitHub and all the details to it. I'm just going to move that in for you. So what we have here is we have the Glovis Sun that just arrived in Seebrugge. So there should be more cars now on the way to European customers. We also have the Glovis Courage arriving tomorrow, so in 22 hours in Barcelona. So if anybody is from France or Spain, the chances to actually get a Tesla car are getting now high. Now, this quarter, there was also something interesting happening regarding the Höck Traveler. So the Höck Traveler, based on Troy Teslike, is actually having 2,000 Teslas on its way to Europe. This is not the way it usually goes. So we normally don't have any shipments or carriers on the way to Europe at that time of the month and the quarter. As you can see, on the 20th of September, we just have another 10 days. So it's just another 10 days that they could move towards customers. So maybe it is for Israel, or maybe they're going to move cars to another market that is not so far away from the current location. We have to wait for that. It's not 100% sure yet if that car is going to go to Zeebrugge or to Southampton, for example. So I see there is like 40 people online right now. Guys, if you do have any question, do let me know. Just don't hesitate to write anything into the comment section. What I like that here to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. I just want to give you the opportunity, if you have any questions regarding what's going on in Giga Berlin, just let me know, and I will try to help you guys out. I do the same thing in German, and it's very successful, to be honest. So that's why I thought to do that in English as well. So you guys, as a community subscriber of my channel, have the opportunity to be a part of this kind of live stream system. So as I just mentioned, 3 more ships, 3 more carriers. No carriers currently on the way to Australia, if anybody from Australia is here. Bo Kramer is saying the European market is enormous. That is correct. For the entire European market, it's close to 14 million cars sold each year. Of course, not as big as China, but more like close to the US market. Then we have Great America and Germany production ramping up nicely. Yeah, that is actually the case. I mean, they are currently, based on what we are seeing, they are actually close to 2,000 cars. Based on the latest VIN numbers, we can actually see that they are doing a pretty good job. Again, the challenge is still to actually achieve a good rate of other colors and white seats. Robert Try, will the battery equipment really transferred from Berlin to Austin? No, Robert, this is not the case. So this article was actually wrong. They actually do that just based on the people working for Tesla. So they're going to transfer more people to focus working in Austin to support the growth over there. But Giga Berlin, the production over here, will actually continue as planned. I do expect the ramp up to be a bit slower here. That is the only thing I do expect. Then we have Basilis Nikolaidis. Hello, Marian. I'm waiting for my white Model Y performance from Berlin. First estimate was September, but got pushed back to November, December. Noticed that production is mainly white for Model Y long range and black for performance. Any info for just random? Basilis, based on the information I have, it is actually working in a way that to be honest with you, that they are producing cars based on shifts, so it can sometimes appear, if we get footage, that we don't see all kind of colors at the same time, or all versions. They currently have 2 shifts. So again, this might be the impression we get, and so we have to see. We honestly have to see how this is moving forward. Unfortunately, there's no real reason behind that why Tesla is moving the delays backwards. There's no reason for it right now. So we still have to wait for any updates. Then we have here a statistic from the Made in Giga Berlin deliveries for Norway. Just going to take them as an example, because there are many people out there saying, well, Marian, I do have the feeling the big rental car companies are being preferred. They get the cars first and not the private customers. So if you look into the statistics here, you clearly see that there's a lot of Model Y long range. I mean, by a lot, I'm just saying based on the numbers they're producing. And so you do see clearly that Model Y long range are actually being delivered to private customers in Europe. Not only in Norway, but many in Germany received one as well this quarter. So it's not the case that these rental car companies are any case having a preferable situation here that they get their cars faster. That is not the case. They do receive cars, but it is just a part of the production. So it's not all for those companies, and that's causing the delays here. Jeremy Yu, white seats. Yeah, this is the biggest miracle, to be honest with you. That is not cleared out yet. No ideas why there's no white seats yet. I don't have any information from suppliers. I don't either have any information from inside. I only know that there was already a white seat sawn. They saw it already inside the factory, but it didn't indicate that there would actually be a higher amount of production or a start of the white seat production soon. So in case you really need your cars faster, it might be a solution to move to black seats. That's what a lot of German customers actually did already. Because they got so frustrated that they said, okay, I don't care, I just want to get my car. And so they moved towards the the black seats, sorry. Then Callum, any idea what is going on with the concrete slab beside the drive unit building? It looks like they're going to build a tent on it, Callum, and so I'm just waiting. I think it's going to be another way of giving a storage place, so people are able to, so Tesla is able to store more stuff. That is what they have done, but I do expect that it might be something more heavy, especially as they are preparing to continue doing the drive unit production inside. This could be for more heavy equipment based on the concrete that you're seeing here. In Germany, you need for everything you need a confirmation and the application. So I don't see that there will be any other secret product or something else that might be built over there, just based on the complicated way that we act here in Germany. Great American, that's what I pretty much just said right now. So they are not going all to fleet buyers. They're actually going to customers, to be honest with you. But I kind of get the feeling that the demand is just so high. They are still doing 2 colors, which is just insane if you think about that. Doing 2,000 cars per week just with 2 colors, no white seats. I mean, that is pretty insane. And they are just doing the Model Y long range and Model Y performance, not even in this case, the standard range. So that is pretty, it's a pretty good demand, to be honest. Basilis, that is correct. Demand in Europe is definitely no issue. Of course, the charging prices, you might have seen that yesterday in the news. Charging prices increased a lot in Germany. We are paying right now in Germany close to 70 cents in euro per kilowatt hour. That is just insane. When you go to supercharging prices, it is just insane. I was just on vacation and I was in France and I was able to charge for 55, which is already expensive. But then I decided, to do it to just travel more fast. Then I have here an interesting development, to be honest with you. If you look at the Tesla, we have the last 3 days are pretty quiet. So the Sunday and Saturday, you see that always on the curve. That is like a normal way. I mean, weekends in Europe, there are not a lot of deliveries happening. So I can understand that. But for Monday, it's pretty low deliveries. And that is kind of concerning because normally you see a major pickup when it comes to Monday, Tuesday, just like going insane up. And so right now, it's a bit weird that it is so flat. Actually looking forward to see what today and tomorrow will be. we have a new ship in Zeebrugge currently that arrived. And for all those people who saw like footages of a Model 3 in Giga Berlin, there is no Model 3 production happening in here. So again, yeah, just for your information, this is just a logistical reason that they do that. Okay. Basilis is writing that you guys have free supercharging in Greece. How is that possible? That is pretty crazy. So thank you for all close to 50 people that are right now with me. If you do guys have any questions, that what I'm doing here is actually based on my job. For those maybe who were wondering what I'm actually doing, what is actually my work, because YouTube is not my full-time job. Just for you as information, and maybe for you, Basilis, if you get your Tesla at some point, maybe you need stuff for your Tesla. So I'm working for tessisupply.com. We are a German-based company. We are a leading company when it comes to all kinds of products that you need for your Tesla. We also ship all over Europe. So in case you need anything, I will just put the link in the description. You can check out the website. Just in case if you need anything. Shipments to the US are not happening yet, so just FYI for you guys. And there you go. So I'm very glad to have you all here, and again, you guys can ask me questions anytime as you like. Then I have here from Google Earth for you prepared as well. Google Earth footage from above, so you can kind of get a feeling how big this entire place is. So if you follow my channel for quite some time right now, you have the possibility to see on the right side. You can see like forests. And this entire area here, you see that you have on top here, you have the train moving towards the factory. And actually, Tesla would like to use this entire right space here between the L38, the street down below, and then the street on the right side. They want to see all this working for them. That's where they want to build the kindergarten. That's where they want to build all the other stuff like distribution and everything. If you are wondering where Model 3 production would happen in the future, it's actually going to be north of this main building that we all know about, which is just 1/4 of this entire production. So again, this is just a little part that we are currently looking at. And so just keep that please in mind. And I'm pretty sure that we might see some announcements here very soon. I do expect it latest by next year. Then Jeremy Vogue, any update on the reasons behind the 1 hectare land purchase delay at Giga Berlin? Well, Jeremy, in general, this application to continue building stuff was actually done before the so-called summer break. I don't know from which country you are, but in some countries they do political, or the government does kind of like a summer break. And this was right before the summer break. And so they moved this topic in the back. And after that, I haven't heard anything about that anymore. So Tesla didn't go after it all. Like they didn't push for it right now. But I do expect Tesla to further move into the direction of continuing to expand. And always remember what actually Elon Musk said in a recent interview, that he said, like, no one actually believed we would produce cars in Giga Berlin. It is very, very hard to establish a factory in Germany, and on the other hand as well work against or versus the lobbyism of the other car makers. So in this case, Tesla has come very far, to be honest with you. So it's going to be exciting to see what is coming in the next few years, but I'm very, very sure that Tesla will be expanding its factory, and you see there is so much more room. We are just talking about 1/4 of a building that's currently still under construction, still expanding. So if they really want to achieve that, they are planning to do in this small building 500,000 cars, guys. Just this building. Then Jeremy was asking one more time for the timeline of the colors. I do hope for an update in Q4. Because if they really want to push for a final end of the year, they need more colors. I mean, that would be insane if they still produce cars just in 2 colors. I mean, I'm very bullish with Tesla, and I really like that brand, guys. But I mean, 3,000 or 4,000 cars per week just with 2 colors, that would be more than insane when it comes to demand. I wouldn't expect that. So I believe there will definitely will be there some updates by Q4, hopefully with gray first, or all at the same time. So pretty sure this will happen. Then David Kasman, nice to have you here. Glad to be here. And for all the others that are currently not here or are here, I'm glad to have you here. If you have any questions, please let me know. That would be very good to know what is on your mind. We are looking into Great America and Great American again. The German press, media, government keep diving conflicting statements on Tesla Giga Berlin expansion and battery production. Is it on purpose or FUD? So the issue was that I think that the report regarding the factory was actually coming from the Washington Post, if I remember correct. And then of course all the other media picked it up, and that was the sad story of this FUD going on. But you are right that there is from time to time very frustrating articles, but that's what we have to live with. And the only way that Tesla can succeed in Germany is based on the demand, based on the fan base, based on the interest into that brand. And I think this is that the brand is actually very well respected. And what I do see is that more and more people are actually interested and checking out Tesla, especially as well in Germany. And another market that I do think that a lot of people underestimate, based on my personal opinion, is, for example, Austria. Austria is a major market which is crazy about Tesla. Just take that in. So Austria is just going crazy for Tesla cars. This is what I can tell you based on my experience, my feedback, what I received in the past year. It is just crazy. Okay. So guys, do you have more questions? Please let me know. If you are in a frustrating situation with your deliveries, maybe I can help you a bit out or give you some insights what's going on right now. Hartmut, greetings again to you as well. Glad to have you here. And we gonna continue here with another picture that I just showed in the beginning. I'm gonna just show that one more time for you guys. So this is how it looked like last week. So lots of cars out there, which is very exciting to see. Jeremy, no worries. I'm glad to do that and to give you some insights what's going on here in Germany. Okay. Okay, so guys, do you have any more questions for me in any way? If that is not the case, I'm just gonna pick some other topics that might interest you as well, because we have talked about before about the battery cell production. I'm just gonna give you some pictures here. That is how the site is looking right now. Niklas is saying in like all videos and flyovers, etc., it looks like there are like 95% Model Y long range and 5% Model Y performance. Any idea why? Niklas, I'm actually going to support the case that sometimes this is actually the feeling that you can get, especially as we sadly, despite the very, very good work of Tobias Lind and other drone operators in Giga Berlin, we sometimes just get a catch at that moment. And the issue is that sometimes, or like they do in other factories as well, they produce, for example, an entire shift only Model Y long range and then an entire shift Model Y performance. So if you get to the wrong time at the wrong time there, it can many times happen that you just see one version and just a few of the leftovers of the other version. But based on my information, it still continues to be the way that you actually have both productions happening in Giga Berlin right now in 2 shifts. Lee Vardy, glad to have you here. Model Y long range, gray black interior, current date of gray black interior, UK realistic or earlier. Okay, long range in gray. What kind of tires do you have? Which size do you have, Lee? Alan Falk, do you know how much of the energy for Tesla factories will be covered by their solar roofs? That's actually a good question. I think that they want to be at some point at a zero-sum game when it comes to the energy part. But as you see, it takes a lot of time. Solar roof, so much more construction happening here in Giga Berlin. It's going to be a long time till they get to that point. David Kassman, I'm very glad to provide you with information. And Mimi Pigas, nice to have you here. I don't forget you. You're one of my first followers. Long time having you with me. I'm glad to have you here. And we look forward to get into discussions if you have any questions. David, I think there is a big interest in Cybertruck actually in Germany, but the thing is that people are skeptical of if it's actually gonna be happening. So the current version, if that is actually gonna be allowed to be sold in Germany. And you might have followed Rivian, and Rivian is not allowed to sell its Rivian truck in Europe. So because it's having too much weight, and there's like a limit, and that's like the issue here. There's a lot of people, David, that have ordered a Cybertruck just for fun because they want to be part of that. So again, just keep that in mind. There's a huge interest. Come on, Lyman. You're writing you're a scam. Come on. Okay, let's continue. We have Livadi. So you have induction 20. Okay. So when you have a tire with a size of 20, it's actually going to be from China, to be honest with you. I do have rumors that this size might be produced in Germany as well, but as the color is not being produced in Germany yet, I would say, Lee, that your car is actually coming from China and not from Germany. Just keep that in mind. 12th of November to 27th of December is like the perfect window that you have right now. So it's like 12th November is like one of the first date a ship from China will come. Keep in mind that this quarter was a bit late because we had the upgrade happening and the production was not working so well yet. But I do expect that it's actually going to continue to be the case that this car will come in Q4 from China. Okay. Well, it was... yeah, I know it was very frustrating for me as well, to be honest, to see how the reporting about Germany in general was during that time. And I had a lot of headache about that, to be honest with you. But I was glad that finally we got an proof. And the fun part was a bit like when there was any hurdles and any formalities that had to be done with Austin, it was just mentioned as it would be normal that it takes a bit more time. But for Germany, it was a scandal. So, yeah, it was kind of sad. But I'm happy to see now cars being produced in Giga Berlin. We are at 2,000 cars per week. By beginning of this year, we wouldn't expect that so fast. So I think we are on the right track, even though there's a lot of frustration happening regarding cars that still need to be produced and get a lot of wait time. I do have another picture for you guys, so you can just get an idea what the final illustration could look like. So this is pretty much the way it could look like in the end. Okay, so just remember that down below on the left side, this is all what we have just right now. Okay, this is all just right now. Then on the right side here with the black line, this is the battery factory. Then you have the drive unit, which is in between. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to expand at some point the buildings here and do it to one big building. But just right now, they currently focus on actually doing everything separately to just be faster. Okay. If you wonder if this is like a cyberway here, there's actually going to be a shuttle around this entire facility from the back side to the front side. There will be a shuttle. This is actually going to be built by beginning of next year, just that you know that. Mimi, you're totally correct. We need some configurations for the European market when it comes to the Cybertruck. So yes, that is totally true. Mine and me for the 7-seaters, no information yet, to be honest, and I'm not very very positive about that because Tesla is not even managing to do all the colors yet. So yeah, these entire stories, I think in the US for Fremont with the 7-seaters, that was a small cancellations happening. So yeah, I'm not as bullish when it comes to the 7-seater, to be really honest with you. Okay. Yes, maybe you're right. They built without a permit and then they just took pre-permits. I do expect Tesla to continue starting a new application for the next part of the building by next year. I think they're going to start with the left one here on the top to build another production. So I think at some point we're going to see one building, the one that we have on the left side down below. That is going to be a building for the Model Y. And then at some point on the top left will be for the Model 3. And then on the top right, I think there will be another car. So maybe like the compact EV, the smaller EV for the 30 to 35K per purchase. So you have pretty much like 1, 2, 3 vehicles that you could produce. Of course, they could also build a Model S and Model X production in Europe. I don't see that coming yet, and the volume wouldn't be as high. So I think it would be make more sense to build smaller buildings actually. And then of course they're gonna build the shuttle service around this entire area. So this is also a way to actually expand this entire area. But again, just keep in mind it's going to take quite some time. Mimi, I actually talked about that, but I can just repeat that. So regarding the battery factory, there was more news about it as there should be. The only thing that Tesla is doing they are actually trying to focus on moving personnel, so people working for Tesla towards Austin to ramp up the production much faster. But this doesn't mean that there's any stop to the production facility when it comes to batteries in Germany. That is not the case, guys. So just keep in mind, it is just a shift of personnel and expertise towards the Austin factory, which makes a lot of sense. And then later on, they're going to move them back to Germany. Again, there is still a team working on the battery factory in Germany. The only thing that might happen in Germany is that the battery production might not ramp as quickly as they expected it, because they just continue to focus on the battery cell production in Austin. So this is just something to keep in mind. But again, I think that we do have a long way to go, to be honest with you, till all this is going to be, all this is going to be done and built here in Germany. Actually, Model 3 are coming to Europe now over China. Just as a reminder, Model S and Model X, the first should be coming, the new Model S and Model X should be coming by the, should be coming by November, December, yeah. Maybe I don't have any information how many cells they are producing at the moment yet, no. So, Mimi, have you received your Tesla already? And then someone is asking, sadly, I cannot spell your name. I would, of course, say your name directly if I could. When Giga Berlin will produce Model Y long range for the UK market? I think they will start doing that once all the colors are actually being produced. So they can just concentrate on UK market as well for Model Y performance. Model Y long range, I do expect that you guys still get it all from the Chinese factory in Shanghai this year. I do expect that to be the case. Okay, maybe in the future, Mimi. Okay, so what I would do is I would just do another survey on my channel, and maybe find out a time that for everybody is the best time to check out my live stream. And so what I would say is, if you do enjoy my live stream, I hope you did. I'm gonna try to do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. But if you say, for example, that 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. would also be fine for you, I could also do that in the morning. Florine Andre, you're waiting for your long range. Hope is coming from Germany. What kind of configuration did you order, Florine? Hi, Peter. When should you place an order to have a Model Y from Giga Berlin if you're based in Europe? So if you order now a Model Y long range in black or white outside, and black seats and the tire in the 19 size, then you get it already from Germany. So, Florine, if you have the standard white outside, black seats, and you have the smaller tires, then you're gonna receive it actually from Germany. Yes, it's not coming from China. So this is gonna be a car from definitely going to be a car from Giga Berlin. And so in case you Peter, for the standard range, it's not going to come from Giga Berlin yet. It's going to have first deliveries from China, and then moving towards the European market, and then later on it's going to come from Giga Berlin. Patrick, I think the backlog is pretty high. To be honest with you, much higher than maybe even Troy is saying. But because we produce currently like 2,000 cars per week, which is like 8,000 cars per month, which is per quarter. If we continue like this, it's like 16,000. It's 24,000 cars just with 2 colors and 2 models. That is already pretty insane demand, to be honest with you. And we are not at the beginning of the production. We are already in September, and we started in April. I mean, that is I do see there some major backlog, to be honest, especially with the Model Y Performance. Because just imagine all the Model Y Performance reservation holders for white seats are still waiting. Blue color waiting, red color waiting, gray color waiting. I mean, this is just insane what is still there. And they are producing already 2,000 cars per week. Yeah. Florine, in case you need anything for your Tesla, you can check out the link on the top. This is the place I'm actually working for. It's testysupply.com. We actually have a few customers from Norway. Maybe you find as well something interesting you like to choose for your Tesla once it is at your home or your door, and you have the feeling that you need anything to make your Tesla look even more comfortable, especially like rubber mats in Norway. So that would be a case as well. Patrick, thank you so much for your donation. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to do more live streams like that. Again, just to repeat that for those who haven't been here yet. I do try to do that on a Tuesday and a Thursday between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. And I could do that as well on a Tuesday and Thursday between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Just want to, I will just do a survey one more time. And give kind of get a feeling what the best time for everybody is. Okay, so if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, Mimi, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for being here, and have a good day. So I would say we are all good for today. I would just do a survey on the channel what the best time is to get the most people excited about this live stream. But I'm already glad to have a few here with me, and I'm very glad to have you all here. So what I would do is I will just finish up the live stream for today. Just gonna do a survey one more time, and wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Patrick Otwart, thank you for your support. And RL 12 p.m. CST. Okay, I'm gonna check what I can do, as I'm not in the States and have the German time. I'm just gonna try to figure out what the best way is. So thank you very much for your support. I wish you a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.